Urban Development in Karnataka, Part 4. In this essay, we will continue our discussion on urban development in respect of glaring environmental issues which are presently faced by the urban local bodies of the state. There have been critical health issues due to urban pollution which is generated by a scarcity of clean drinking water, sanitation, drainage, poor waste management and air pollution. This set of problems are known as brown agenda, and they are combined with the green issues such as depletion of water and forest resources, occupation of areas prone to flooding, landslides, etc. The carbon emissions from the energy use, heating, industry and transport now are known as the climate change issues. All these issues pose a serious challenges to the health of the ecosystem of the city and its people. To tackle these issues, an urban environmental management action needs to be formulated, and the state government has worked on this, and the following are the features. To start with, conservation of water resources is very vital. This can be achieved by reducing the demand of fresh water by implementing alternative methods for the supply of water such as rainwater harvesting, and it should be made mandatory. Wastewater management is another aspect. The recycling and reuse of wastewater should be encouraged in cities. Decentralized wastewater treatment plants must be set up at appropriate places. Then there is a controlling of air pollution. Air quality monitoring system must be set up to measure various pollutants, and for this the Prevention of Air Pollution Act will have to be enforced more strictly. Energy conservation. To promote the use of renewable energy such as solar and wind power and other energy efficiency measures, urban design will have to take into account the efficient use of energy and promote green buildings. Other projects that have been undertaken by the government bodies for protecting the urban environment are urban conservation and heritage conservation. There are several towns and cities in Karnataka with a precious heritage which needs to be protected. This heritage may be in the form of buildings, temples, monuments, markets, lakes, rivers, and natural tourism, etc. It is necessary to enact a law to ensure the protection of heritage. An urban art commission or a heritage commission will have to be set up on each exclusively for Bangalore and Mysore and other towns in the state as a whole through legislation with the statutory powers to carry out urban conservation effectively. The state government for this purpose should allot enough funds to the urban local bodies, and amendments should be made in the Town and Country Planning Act and the Municipal Acts in order to conserve the private buildings which have a heritage value. Wastewater management is one of the key issues in the urban development. The following projects have been implemented for wastewater management by the state government. They are Environmental Action Plan Project. This is a scheme for a rehabilitation and a replacement of 76 kilometers of existing sewerage system of core area of the Bangalore city. The total project cost is supposed to be nearly 177 crores and it is targeted to be completed by the end of March 2015. Then there is another environmental action plan in which the board has proposed to take up the replacement and rehabilitation of a balanced 74 kilometers of existing sewerage system at the cost of 250 crore rupees. For the implementation of this project, efforts are made to get a financial assistance from the state budgetary support and other financial institutions. A time period of 2 years is required for implementing such project. There is a 300 MLD wastewater treatment at Vrishabhavati Valley, and the board has proposed to take up a new 300 MLD capacity secondary sewage treatment plant at Vrishabhavati Valley in place of the existing plant, and the cost is estimated at 400 crore rupees. Sewerage treatment plants are integrated part of this wastewater management. To improve the sanitary condition in urban areas, construction of sewage treatment plants, that is STPs, are proposed in Doddaballapur, Tiputtur, Chikballapur and Humnabad. The work of STP in Chikballapur has been completed, and in other cities the works are under progress. Storm water drains. Storm water drains are vital for maintaining the sewage system of these towns. Such works have been completed in Sringeri, Hassan, Savanur, Kolar and Robertsonpet, which are basically small and medium towns. Further works of amounting 24 crore rupees are also in progress in Chintamani, Chitradurga, Chikmagalur, Sira, T. Narsipura and Shimoga. Now let us take an overview of the government practices which deal with the challenges of protecting urban environment. We start with the solid waste management. Solid waste management is one of the most basic functions of every municipal body, which they are not delivering properly now. This matter went to the Supreme Court and the committees were set up to address this issue. On the order of the Supreme Court, now the Government of India has come out with various guidelines under Municipal Solid Waste Management Rules of 2000. These guidelines lay down a new procedures for collection, segregation, storage, transportation, processing and disposal of waste. However, none of the city is currently implementing these rules seriously in all its elements. In Karnataka, these rules are laid down with the objectives of providing directions for carrying out waste management activities in a manner which is environmentally and financially and socially viable. Also, it aims to establish an integrated and self-contained operating system for municipal solid waste management. This would include development of appropriate means and technologies to handle various waste management activities. Objective is also to enhance the ability of the urban local bodies to provide waste management services to their citizens. However, to ensure the effective implementation of these guidelines, it is necessary to lay down timelines, and emphasis should be placed on promoting awareness about the importance of waste management from the point of view of health and environment. Now let us take a look at the initiatives and achievements taken up in the year 2013 and 14 in respect of solid waste management. There is an establishment of state-level solid waste management committee, and it formulates the bylaws which covers areas such as segregation of waste at source, door-to-door collection of waste, etc. There is a bulk waste management, slaughterhouse waste management, plastic waste management, and there are also penalties proposed for the violations. The Waste Management Committee has been empowered to handle issues related to adaptation of modern technologies in waste processing, waste disposal, city cleaning, and solid waste management projects which would involve huge expenditures. 218 urban local bodies have been allotted a state budget of 100 crore rupees. Provisions of funds for the development of modern slaughterhouses, biomethanation units, simple waste processing machines, and plastic baling machines have been made. Further, there is establishment of dry waste recovery centers, construction of window platforms in the selected urban local bodies as per the requirement. They have been made under the budget. There is a need for a cooperation of the various government agencies which are empowered under the amendment made in the Karnataka Municipal Act of 1976. They have been enabled to levy penalties on violations of laws such as non-segregations of waste, littering, etc. There are also activities of construction of modern slaughterhouses in the 20 selected major cities. Other plans to achieve 100% success in waste management are procurement of simple waste processing machines, waste segregation machines, and plastic baling machines by the urban local bodies. It is claimed that there has been achievement of 100% segregation of waste at source, and also 100% success in door-to-door collection. There has been a maximum recovery of recyclable waste and minimization of waste going to the landfills. Further, there are establishment of dry waste collection centers at the ward level in the urban local bodies. There is also procurement of land for waste processing and disposal in Kumta and Dandeli towns, which are basically small and medium towns. There has been an improvement in the collection and treatment efficiencies of the waste. The government has brought an amendment to the Karnataka Municipalities Act of 1964 with respect to the imposition of penalties. One of the best initiatives taken so far in solid waste management is in Mangalore City Corporation. There is a biogas unit to tackle its solid waste management. The unit can generate power of 240 kW per hour with a 20 hours running capacity. Byproducts of this initiative is the gas generation. Gas has been generated to an extent of 240 kWh per day. In addition, manure is also generated, which is about 120 to 140 kilograms per day. Now let us take a look in little more detail about the solid waste management processes that have been happening in the state. The work of development of landfill site in Chitradurga at the cost of nearly 2 crore rupees has been completed. There is also preparation of bid documents for outsourcing operation and maintenance is underway. Rainwater harvesting has been completed in Kolar, Saunur, Robertsonpet, Chitradurga, Chintamani and Sira. There is also construction of a low-cost sanitation project and the cost is nearly 5 crore rupees. We come to the end of this essay, and the key points to remember in this essay are: there are critical health issues due to the urban pollution which is generated by scarcity of clean drinking water, sanitation, drainage, poor waste management and air pollution. Therefore, conservation of water resources is a high priority. This can be achieved by reducing the demand of fresh water by implementing alternative methods for the supply of water, such as rainwater harvesting. An urban art commission or a heritage commission should be set up in each place exclusively for Bangalore and Mysore and others in the state as a whole through a legislation, and it should have a statutory powers to carry out urban conservation effectively. On the order of the Supreme Court, the Government of India and also the states have been given various guidelines under the Municipal Solid Waste Management Rules of 2000. Supreme Court, considering the seriousness of the issue, has asked the Government of India to come out with various guidelines under the Municipal Solid Waste Management Rules. And the same has been framed in 2000 and they are being enforced in various states including Karnataka. There is also establishment of state-level solid waste management committees and the formulation of bylaws which cover areas such as segregation of waste at source, door-to-door collection of waste, bulk waste management, slaughterhouse waste management, plastic waste management, and also penalties for violations. It has been claimed by the Karnataka government there has been an achievement of 100% in respect of segregation of waste at source and also in the area of door-to-door collection. There has been an establishment of dry waste collection centers at the ward levels in the urban local bodies. Funds for the development of modern slaughterhouses, biomethanation units, simple waste processing machines, plastic baling machines, establishment of dry waste recovery centers, construction of windrow platform in the selected urban local bodies, as per the requirements have been made under this budget. To improve the sanitary condition in urban areas, there have been a construction of sewage treatment plants, and they have been proposed in Doddaballapur, Tiptur, Chikballapur and Humnabad. There are also rainwater harvesting projects, and the works amounting to 2 crore rupees have been completed in small towns like Kolar, Saunur, Robertson Pet, Chitradurga, Chintamani and Sira. There has been a procurement of simple waste processing machines, waste segregation machines and plastic baling machines by the urban local bodies. Low-cost sanitation projects have been constructed at various places.